Aditi. I am very excited to shoot a day in my life today because I usually watch a lot of such videos on YouTube, being it a student or a professional or just a normal human being. It just makes me feel calm. I don't know for which reasons, but it's super fun. I'm very excited to share my day in a life as a student, as a working student in Berlin. I hope you enjoy the video. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. I'll try to answer them if I can. So usually I have muesli with some yogurt and some sort of seeds. Today I'm having pumpkin seeds. Sometimes it's also sunflower seeds, chia seeds. It's kind of interesting to have that crunch also in the muesli. And also a fruit. So this banana is gonna go bad super soon, so I kept it in the fridge. And I'll have this, and also clementine, and never without coffee. So yeah. So I wanted to share a little bit about where I'm studying and more about my course. So currently I am studying at IU, International University of Applied Sciences. They do have a lot of campus in Germany. The main campus is in Bonn, which is very close to Cologne. But I am in Berlin campus, and the university recently moved to a different place, which is more central and has a lot of other things to do around, since that was requested by the students of the university. It's a private university. Each course is paid as per semesters or as per yearly fees. I am doing my master's in international human resource management, and the kind of fee structure that I paid in 2019 was somewhere around 20,000 euros for the entire course. So it's definitely expensive, definitely not for everyone. People come obviously with the impression that education is free in Germany. It definitely is. At most public universities, at public universities as well, they do charge some amount for administrative fee and also your semester ticket. But at IU, the fee is a lot more, and I did not mind paying it because one thing that motivated me to get into this university was the subjects that I wanted to study, and each subject had a detailed explanation, as in what would be the course like, what will be the topics that we cover, and I really found them interesting, and that's why I decided to go ahead with this private school. I applied to a lot of other public universities as well. I did get an admit from one public university, but I did not wanted to take it because firstly it was in a very small town, and as a profession like human resources, to find work or working student jobs, I would have to move to a bigger city because more opportunities are outside in the city. So I decided to take the other option, and I'm really happy that I did because it's been super fun. Since it's a small batch, around 10 student max, so the professors usually have one-on-one conversations with the students, and the classes are super fun with lot of other activities involved. The first semester was definitely more fun since we were on campus, but the other semesters were also a lot of fun since it all was online. A lot of interactive platforms were used to explain different topics. So yeah, that's about where I study and what I study. So I am currently working at Zalando. Zalando is a Berlin startup which was incorporated in 2008, and it's something like Shein, I would say. It's a place for a lot of youngsters to buy lifestyle products, and Zalando is just growing. It's not just in Berlin, it's in a lot of other places in Germany and also a lot of other places in the Europe. Since I am currently doing my thesis around performance evaluation, my work has really been helpful in gaining some insights, because I definitely wanted to have hands-on experience before I start my thesis. And I'm very happy that I get to talk to people and work on different projects under performance evaluation. Right now I will attend a meeting at work. Usually we have some check-ins in the morning just to check how the week was and what are the plans for this week. And since today is Monday, it's usually, like very productive, lot of things to do. And I am always motivated on Mondays. If my Mondays go well, I usually consider that my week is gonna go well as well. So after the meeting, I'll spend some time on my thesis. And then I will head out for lunch. So I will see you then. So I also wanted to mention about this because this is something very important. So these are the vitamins that you usually get in stores like DM or Rossmann. So as you know, it's not usually sunny outside, so you definitely need a supplement for vitamin D. And I think once you are living in this weather, you kind of start feeling low on energy and very lethargic, and having these vitamins, like switching them throughout your weeks kind of makes it very nice, and you have some energy in you. I also usually soak almonds and raisins, because I really like to munch on them in the morning. Today I'm not gonna have them because I didn't soak them last night, but usually I also take this vitamins and they just make it easier. So I'm not sharing an entire room tour because it would be too long and I'm not sure if anyone would be interested, but I like to share the place where I spend almost like my entire week. This is where I study, this is where I work. So this is like a small setup that I have. That's my personal laptop, that's my work laptop, and just a few photos and some books and some drawers where I have electronics and other things. It's a nice view. It's a Dachgeschosswohnung. That means it's on the top, you get to see a lot of sun and beautiful clouds, and I really enjoy sitting here with this view. It's super nice. And that's about where I work and study. So I just got done with a lot of my catching up with the team, and also spent some time on my thesis. Usually I dedicate full days to my thesis, which is towards the end of the week, which is on Thursdays and Fridays. Now it's lunchtime, and as I mentioned earlier, I'll be heading out for team lunch. The place is 20 minutes away from where I live, and while I'm on the way, I'll definitely get a Schnell test done, because even though I'm fully vaccinated, it's always good to get these tests just to be sure, because you're kind of using the public transport, meeting other people. So it's just a precautionary measure that I take like once a week or twice a week, depending on how much I go out. And while I'm outside, I'll definitely try to show around my district. It's a very nice district. I live in Wedding, so it's towards the West Berlin, and you'll find some really interesting shops and lot of cool places to hang around. I try to, capture a few places which I usually go to for my groceries or, for my medicines or other specific things that I buy on weekly basis or monthly basis. So, yeah, it should be fun. Now I will head out. See you soon. I would quickly share about the transportation in Berlin. The best way to go around in Berlin is with public transport or your own bicycle, or you can also rent out electric scooters on the way. I usually take the public transport because it's included in the semester ticket. It's much cheaper, and you can also go a bit outside of the city center with that ticket. And there are different modes of transport in Berlin. The first one being the U-Bahn, the S-Bahn, the tram, and the bus. Now I am on my way to the office. I just had the lunch with my team members, and it's really nice to meet everyone in person and talk about how's work, how's every other thing that we are doing. And yeah, so I'm hoping I'll have a very productive afternoon in the office, and looking forward to working from the space that I booked. And yeah, so far so good. So this is the famous Berlin Wall, and right opposite it is the Spree, where you can also come and hang out in the evening. And this is where I work. It's a very cool campus. I actually have to go from the other side. I just wanted to come here in the front, share view. So yeah, it's a very cool place to work at. So usually I leave work at around 5:30 or 6, and yeah, towards the end it's mostly about wrapping up for the day and planning for the next day. And I walk to this train station, and I'll go back home and start preparing my dinner. And yeah, that's usually how my evenings are. It's really cool to leave at this time because, I mean, look at the view. Back there is the Oberbaumbrücke and also the Spree. I'm not sure about going on the other side now, but yeah, see you soon when I'm back home. I also wanted to share how I plan my weeks with regards to what I eat. So I have this book on the wall in my kitchen. I usually, write down what I'm gonna make in the week. So I usually cook only in the nights, as you see, and then carry it forward for lunch the next day, so that I don't spend a lot of time in kitchen, even though I really enjoy doing that. So yeah, that's how I organize my meals for the week, and that's how I also shop. So there is no wastage of groceries, and yeah, I save a lot of money by doing this, because I already know what I'm gonna eat, and it's nice to do this practice. Hi everyone. So I wanted to share a few tips for students who are coming to Germany for the very first time. So beginning with, it's research your university, your course, and the job opportunities that you will have in the area that you would be studying. So I think it's very, very important to first know what are the subjects in the course that you're gonna take, because it just makes you more interested in taking up that course. I have seen a lot of students who take up a course because they just like certain subjects in that course, and later on it's just too difficult to understand how the other courses are, and how the subject can be fully understood, and how can you perform very well in the given subject. So I think it's very important to do your research regarding the university, regarding the course you're going to study, and also do seek out, do speak with the alumni of that university, because you will get more information when you do that. And when you ask questions to to alumni such as, will I get a job? Uh, it's very difficult to answer that question, because universities here do not provide any placement services, or they do not guarantee you a job once you pass out from your course. It is something that you have to do personally with the skills that you have, and the kind of social network that you must have built throughout your course. And trust me when I say this, if your skills are very well, you do super good at university, that means you stand out in whatever that you're studying, and your social network is very nice, I'm sure you will end up with a very great opportunity once you're done with your course. But also take it easy, take some time, and figure out what suits you the most with the skill sets that you have. Moving ahead, the next tip that I have is, make use of your student status. I hardly see anyone making, use of their student status. Believe me when I say that if you're a student under the age of 25, you get a lot of opportunities, lot of bonuses, lot of referral bonuses, lot of discounts, and yeah, in general, you can explore the country much more than you could do once you're not a student. So as a student, you get a lot of discounts when you travel with trains. With that, I mean outstation trains. And a lot of discounts on hotel bookings, hostel bookings, and a lot of other discounts and referral bonuses when you open your bank account, when you want to, start sending money abroad, or when you want to, in general, explore the city by taking up exchange semesters or exchange weeks. Within Germany, there are many opportunities online, which are obviously free of cost for students to go live with a German family and try to explore how a family life looks like, and how people usually spend their weeks with their children and during vacation. So it's very interesting if you take up the opportunities which you like the most and make the most use of it. And I'm sure by the end of your course, you will have a lot of memories, a lot of things to share, and it will just make you more closer to the culture that people have here. Moving ahead, this is the tip that I wish somebody had also shared with me initially. This is something that I got to know throughout my course, throughout my journey so far. It is that surround yourself not just with like-minded people, but also with people coming from different backgrounds, with different ideas about certain things, with different thought processes, because it just makes you more aware about certain things that are happening in the world. And you're not just very comfortable with the few people that you always meet and share the same things over and over, but you have a much more broader idea about what's happening in the world. And yeah, when you do that, you have a lot of conversations, and you have a lot of ideas, and you're always participative, and that just makes your social life much more interesting than it would be if you would not do that. So yeah, always expand, always explore people, always explore ideas that are around you in wherever you are in Germany. And the next one is a bonus tip. I am sure you must have heard about this tip in each and every video, but I don't know how much should I stress on this. It's learning German. Please do learn German, at least some amount of German, which will, make your initial days much more easier, because it is really difficult if you just come here with knowing good English, with, people here speaking mostly German. And you would definitely need to get a lot of things done with regards to your opening a bank account or getting your apartment, reading the contracts that come along with the apartments and the banks, and all the bureaucratic things that are here. So yeah, knowing a few words, knowing how to conversate at least for like 5 minutes could definitely be helpful. And you can obviously learn while you are studying and while you are also working. And try to conversate more. You don't have to always think about, do I sound right? Is the grammar right? I mean, people here do understand that you're making an effort, and that is what matters the most. Take that effort, learn the language. I'm sure for the long run, you will definitely be more comfortable in getting yourself acquainted in this country. So yeah, that's about all the tips, and I hope you really enjoyed this day in my life. I try to share most of the things that I did throughout the day, and I'm mostly doing such things on weekdays. Some days are where I'm usually just at home studying and working, and I think it's most of the people's life here. But there are some days like today, in which I went out, I worked from the office, and yeah, I think it was fun for me as well to shoot that. Do let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to respond to them in the comment section below if I have certain knowledge about those questions. And have a nice day ahead, and also nice night if you're watching this at night. Bye.